Hey guys, what's up? My name is TomSpark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, with no BS, how to turn your UGREEN NAS into an automated R Suite powerhouse. Now guys, in this video, I'm not encouraging you to do anything illegal. Don't download copyright protected content. Only download free, uncopyrighted protected content, public domain stuff and that kind of stuff. That's what I do. Stuff like Night of the Living Dead. It's an old movie, so you can download it for free. Always download responsibly. The cool thing about this is there's multiple ways to do it. If you like your UGREEN NAS and you don't want to strip the software from it, you don't have to do it that way. You could have another kind of layer of software running all this stuff alongside the core UGREEN NAS kind of operating system. Or if you're like me, you kind of, were a little scared to do it, but maybe they said, hey, I want to optimize the shit out of this thing. I want to free up some RAM. I want to free up some processing power. I'm going to install something else on it, and you can do that as well. Pretty much what I did is I just opened up the little storage bay, and inside there's a way to install a SSD with UGREEN extremely easily. You don't even need a screw. It has a quick clip that you just push. You remove the tape. You put that SSD in there, and there you go. You can install another operating system alongside it, and you don't have to worry about losing any data or anything like that. That's pretty much what I did. You could get like a 256 SSD for like $60. So even though things are super expensive nowadays, it's really not too bad if you just want something to run the operating system like Ubuntu server. And then you could use your storage for everything, like storing your media and stuff like that. All right, guys, so you're like, well, Tom, what the hell are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about SparkBox. Now, SparkBox is my own custom-made dashboard that goes beyond what you might think of as a normal dashboard. SparkBox is almost like an operating system in a lot of ways because there's so much code and work put into it. It has a huge community. I even made an entire community to support the project and kind of work on some other things as well. So you can check out that. If you go to dmox.world/d/sparkbox, I'll put a link for that in the description down below. I pretty much made my own Reddit alternative that acts like a forum. I have an AI agent and I post here as well. So no matter what question you have, things are going to be answered very quickly. As you can see here, we have tons of posts, 341 posts. People are troubleshooting, fixing things all the time. The more people post here, the more I fix this kind of dashboard. It's really an iterative process, a community-led process. I'm asking for feedback all the time. Everyone giving feedback helps improve the project. So that is one of the coolest thing about this project is it's kind of like community grown. And if you want to get on early, this project has only been around for a month. So it is a little bit of beta, but at the same time, it's a pretty cool thing to be involved with the community. So guys, as you can see, we have 35 backers right now, and the backers gain special kind of features and troubleshooting. It gains access to like a live AI agent in their dashboard to help them troubleshoot. This collects all sorts of troubleshooting data, feeds that data directly back to me, and we put patches based on that data. So it's just all this data coming in, fixing and optimizing different file paths, different issues with Docker, all this kind of stuff, and everything gets sanitized and everything is privacy friendly because we're not really monetizing anyone's data. This is purely a free project. You don't have to back it if you don't want to. And you can find more details on the backer page. Tons of cool features, an enhanced dashboard, as you can see here. Tons and tons of cool stuff. I've even started developing my own apps that are exclusive to SparkBox backers, like this Hearth chat. This is basically a fully fledged discolored alternative where there's no file limits. You can send as much data as you want, host it yourself on your NAS like your UGREEN. I'm doing that right now with mine. You could share it with your friends with something like Tailscale integration, which is built in as well. So the sky is really the limit. But in this video specifically, we're talking about how to turn your UGREEN into an automated R powerhouse. Now guys, while I could guarantee TomSparkBox and SparkBox doesn't collect your information and sell it to the highest bidder, unfortunately that's not true with the internet itself. It collects your information, hosts it for anyone to see, and anyone could pretty much view your address, phone number, and stuff like that if they know your name. Not only like that, but spam calls and stuff like this use these data broker websites also to collect your information. So if I were you, I would use a data broker removal service. My favorite one is Incogni. I've been recommending it here on the channel for a long time. It's the one I personally use. The bonus is if you guys purchase Incogni with my link in the description down below, you'll get an extra 5% off with a total of 50% off with code TomSpark. But you'll also help support TomSpark .com development. This money goes directly back to me, and I'm spending it on improving TomSparkBox.com, and it helps me work on it full time. So it's a double win. You get more kind of funding for my projects, and you get a good product, and you help me do this full time as my job. All right, guys, thanks for your support. Link down in the description down below for Incogni, and back to the video. So guys, basically, it's like super simple to set this up. All you do is just paste this code into the SSH of your UGREEN device. Basically, you can use Putty or some other application to get in there. You can do it from Windows or whatever you're trying to get into that device. But yeah, the best way to do that would be that, as long as you could get to kind of the terminal. But specifically, I have a lot of people on my forums using UGREEN devices, and they've all had a lot of success. But my guide has exact instructions, but you just want to enable SSH. You could connect via SSH, install Docker if you haven't installed it, and you pretty much just install SparkBox from there. And that's pretty much going to get this website running on the NAS. So once you're there, it's pretty much going to look like this. You're going to have information about your device. You could do light or dark mode if you want. I'm still kind of optimizing the interface here. Lately, I've been making a lot of changes. So this is the backer dashboard for $50. You get permanent access to every feature we're ever going to really put here, all the apps, lifetime. There's no subscriptions or anything like that. So you can also use it free if you don't want to do that. But this is an enhanced dashboard, which basically has ability to move things around. You could customize it however you want. It's kind of like modular like this. You could kind of end up messing it up. And it even has like ability to kind of show different movies and things like that if you want to connect it with those apps to kind of have a preview. So you can kind of customize it how you want, and I'm still kind of playing around with that a little bit, but if you mess it up, you can just reset. And this is kind of like the default interface here. And like I said, it will show up. Here's the latest releases. You can see all the patches. So that is a pretty cool feature. We have lots of settings and things to configure. The App Store here is where you will spend a majority of your time if you need to install things. So for example, we could talk about in a second. As you can see here, I have a Hearth chat, a couple different tools running on mine. I'm running a Pi-hole on mine right now. You can see all the functionality of all your little containers running all these different applications. So there we go. So I want to show you how you would go about turning it into an R powerhouse once you get SparkBox installed. You can pretty much just look up media here. And then here's Hearts Chat for backers. You could access this, so pretty cool. I might not show that in this video, but I'm going to be making one pretty soon. And then we have the media center. So as you can see, it installs pretty much every single thing with one click. I'm not going to put it specifically on my box, but pretty much all you do is you just click this button, install. It installs all this stuff. The cool thing about this is it will automate the configuration, so it will connect them all together. It will assign the media folders and everything like that. It works with Gluetun and VPN configuration, so all you pretty much need is a private key from your VPN provider. You just copy and paste it, and then pretty much your VPN will be on all the time. I don't have a VPN running on mine right now, but it's cool because I made like a cool little strip that will show you, it being connected all the time. So that is cool. So Gluetun is how it works. It basically ensures your VPN never drops. So that is how that's pretty much it. That's how you install it. I've made a couple of videos on the channel. I could kind of show you right now a little bit of preview of how that works. But yeah, that's pretty much as simple as that. If you're looking for a VPN, I recommend for this specific setup, while Surfshark has been working extremely well for my audience with SparkBox, I kind of pre-wired it to work really well with Surfshark to pick the right server, and it's just very seamless. It's extremely cheap as well. The bonus is if you click on that link in the description down below, you get a discount, and you can directly support SparkBox development because I'm an affiliate for them and other VPNs too, like Proton and stuff like that. But Surfshark, I find, is the best deal for SparkBox customers because it's the cheapest one, and it has WireGuard configuration, where some other VPNs like NordVPN don't have WireGuard configurations. Some other ones aren't as fast or as cheap, so it's just really the best blend of both worlds. So use my Surfshark link in the description down below. So that's pretty much it, guys, on how you turn your UGREEN NAS into a media center powerhouse. It's really quite powerful for doing any of this kind of stuff. So guys, this is my test box set up on Hostinger. And also guys, if you don't have a spare box laying around, whether that be an NAS or a computer, an old laptop or something like that, and you want something in the cloud that you could access at any moment or wipe whenever you want, Hostinger is a great option. They're a partner of mine as well, so I'll put the link in the description down below. For my research, it's the best combination of price, speeds, and pretty much you get what you pay for. A lot of other services out there kind of overcharge, but you get a fast SSD and stuff like that. It's not as ideal for like a media server, but if you want to do other cool privacy things like set up a Pi-hole or any other kind of self-hosting thing, you can always host it on a VPS from Hostinger. So link in the description down below. But guys, anyways, this is what a full kind of SparkBox dashboard can look like. Let me kind of make it a little smaller here so you get like the full picture here. So this is mine running on Hostinger. I kind of use it as my test device, just to test things. So I don't test things on my NAS, which stores more files. So as you guys can see, there's plenty of settings up here. And this is kind of what I've been iterating on for a long time. You can see here, we have tons of VPN information. We have tons of tutorials built into the operating system here. So you can see, hey, something's not working. I need to add something to Prowler. I have full guides kind of written into everything. So if you don't know what you're doing, SparkBox is just kind of intuitive and made to work. And that's kind of my mission with this. So as you can see here, guys, we also had things telling you if it's running smoothly. If you click on this, I actually built an AI into it. Initially, it was just answering questions, but now if you opt into the beta, it has full agentic capabilities, which basically means it can actually fix your SparkBox itself. So let's say you don't have something downloading, maybe you enabled a setting incorrectly. If you talk to TomSpark AI, it can actually fix it. So let me make it smaller again. It's just a little bit bigger dashboard here, a widescreen. As you can see here, you just turn this on. You could talk to it and it will actually fix your stuff. This isn't beta, but it is something that I haven't seen anywhere else before. So backers get access to this. I think if you're on the free plan, you might get a trial just to see how it works. But it is a very cool feature. Outside of that, guys, here we have our media tab, and this is showing all sorts of stuff I downloaded. Now, of course, I don't endorse violating copyright. So these are all copyright-free movies I've downloaded to show you guys. And if you click on any of these things, it takes you to Jellyfin and you can watch your movie. And it's just kind of a nice little thing here to show you. Now I'm iterating right now. I don't know if this box is up to date with the latest patch. Maybe it's not pushed yet, but it should be able to like let you scroll through these. Oh, here we go. It is updated. So you can kind of scroll through and see some of these movies, which is pretty cool. So these are all copyright-free movies. We have information here about the various things running here on this box, the IP address and stuff like that. And you can always go here to see more information on the releases. So as you can see, we're updating this all the time, usually 5 or 6 releases a day. Tons and tons of releases here, guys. So there's also a lot more you could do with it since this is a SparkBox enhanced dashboard from the premium or backer plan. You can even edit the layout. I was saying that earlier, but I've kind of made improvements since working on that part of the video. Some of the widgets I'm still working on optimizing perfectly, but you can add tons of widgets. So you could show your app status, updates, ads blocked, various cool little things that kind of are a little bonus to your dashboard, as you can see here. So you can even move it around, make it bigger, kind of make it fit there. So the dashboard is modular. You just click save and there you go. So I'm still kind of working on some of the edges here, but I think it's pretty cool that you can do this and it's just a fully customizable dashboard. We have some quick actions here that take you to specific things. And just yesterday, I made a new setting called the vault. So the vault is pretty cool. Right here, you can kind of create an encrypted vault and store some of your passwords for some of the things like Jellyfin, some of those things. I wouldn't recommend storing anything like super, that you don't want anyone getting here. This is more just like for convenience sake, but this should be pretty secure and it's a little cool additional feature I made inside the SparkBox. Outside that, guys, the App Store also has my custom things. Like I mentioned, we've been adding some things from people asking in the community, Syncting, Jellystat, Pinch Flat. A lot of these things are kind of state of the art when it comes to the self-hosting ecosystem. So I'm adding things all the time. You can also add your own Docker container since we do support Portainer. As you can see here, this little Portainer guy. So this really is quite customizable. As you can see, we support tons of apps. And we have my custom apps, like I said, including Hearth Chat. This probably still needs a little bit of work. It's in beta right now, but I still think it shows a lot of potential, and I just love making apps, so it's a pretty cool thing that you guys could check out. So guys, that's just a sample of SparkBox. It's improving all the time. If you want to help support this project, help it grow, of course, become a backer. You get some pretty cool benefits like this enhanced dashboard. You get access to special apps I make on my custom apps. You also get other cool things like the agentic TomSpark AI and troubleshooting and all sorts of little goodies. So guys, make sure to stay tuned for more updates on SparkBox, and I'll see you again very soon.